Hey fellas, back with another game from the Big T. He is playing the new Chinese Tier 8 uh, tank destroyer, and apparently he's making some sweet, sweet love to that OE. Um, what can you say? I don't know what to tell you. So he's off. He's got his barrel pointed in the right direction, and he's moving up to the sniper role here on Redshire, I believe. And he is going to be playing the traditional TD role. This tank, if you haven't got it yet or haven't played it yet, I did do a review on it on the YouTube channel. Um, it is very similar to an SG-122-44, but with a much better gun, much more accurate, hits harder, and it has a close to the same not quite the same DPM, but pretty close. It does have a obviously a slower reload than SU, but like I said, hits harder, so the DPM is not that far off. So sitting up in the hill here, waiting for something to happen, waiting for something to poke. I'm assuming you'd really like to shoot that KV2, and the KV2 is playing a little dodgy. Puts a shell out, doesn't nail him. KV2 jumps over, and Cromwell at this point had actually gone after the Rudy, so he is playing that straight up one-on-one. The OI from somewhere nails him and knocks him out. Big T gets his first shell in, 490. Oh, doesn't quite get it. This, like I said, this gun hits hard. I think 440 average damage. Um, Accuracy isn't the best. It's better than the SU-122-44, but it still has a tendency to be a little troll, especially on snapshots. But all in all, if you can get this thing, actually aimed in, it does hit pretty well. Nails the Uds for 438. So yeah, it's a hard hitting gun. It's just a matter of making sure you get a good complete aim on it. It does, like I said, doesn't do well with snapshots and any of that kind of stuff. So kind of stalled out. Everybody's kind of hanging out here. He's moving up, see if he can get some shots over here on these medium tanks. Hopefully they're going to poke out. He's got an OI, a Rudy, and IS-2 against the Tier 8 and 2 Tier 7s. Both Tier 7s are almost one shots, so it's not like it's probably too dangerous to be over here. Plus, he got an AT-7 and an AT-15 staring right there. So yeah, that's lots and lots of firepower. Lots of firepower. IS-2's by himself. OI still hasn't decided to move up, kind of playing a little bit back a little bit. He's only got 16% of his hit points, so I guess I can understand. OI nails the Comet on the move, because derp cannons, they're fabulous. IS-2's getting pushed. He's got an AT-7. End up killing off the OI, and now it's just the IS-2 gets a nice shot into the FV-4202. Kind of an odd angle, but he does get a shot into him. Puts him at 13 and 35 damage. One E25. There's still E25E on E25 action over here. He is hoping to help him out a little bit. Looking. Not a great gun traverse on this thing, so there is a little bit of that. The other E25 kind of YOLOs in. I'm not sure what he was doing, and then runs for it. Apparently, just killing E25 is all he wanted to do. Big T puts a shell out. Nope, just a little too low. Now we're at 5-9. Game's getting interesting. They're essentially kind of surrounded here by a little bit of everything. About this time is when everybody comes off the hill. 34-1 still trying to light him. Puts a nice shell into the Oni for 475. And that flank is lost. Their flank is lost. E25 shooting at him. Like I said, armor is somewhat bouncy on this thing. It can be, but it's definitely not what you call reliable against other aids. Gets a shell, turns around, tries to get a shot in there. Nope. So now he's got AT7 to the right, tanks to the left. They're everywhere. They're everywhere. Puts another shell in, bounces. Utes come over, puts a 373 into him. But mobility, reload, puts a nice shell into him, and that leaves him against the E2. E2 doesn't really have a whole hell of a chance of being able to actually penetrate him. But hey, you know what? Little RNG doesn't hurt. Hits him in the side, takes out his, takes him out, puts him on fire. So now he's got shot in the ass by the Oni. He knows that's coming. Pulls a bullshit shot out of his ass on the move. They kill the AT7. So now we're down to a 9-11 game. We have an IS-6, Oni, E25, and an M6, 2 artillery. So this could be interesting. E25 sitting there waiting, and once again pulls off a, yeah, that just happened, right? So pulls back in, waiting to be artillery safe. He doesn't really want to hang out here and wait for the artillery to pound him into the bottom. So now he's after, he's over here, coming over to help his buddy with the AT-15A. IS-6 not really paying attention. Comes over. You know that RNG wasn't gonna last forever. So comes in, he's wiggling, waggling, doing the big T shuffle. IS-6 bounces, but yeah, and big T's not gonna bounce. Puts a nice shell into him, and doesn't really matter because the AT-15A was literally just pummeling him the whole time. Moves up, see if he can get a shot on the M6. Now you notice he's still moving. He's trying to get a better angle, and he's also worried about what artillery is going to be doing. So he waits. M6 drops down below. So now he has 2 TDs, or 2 artillery, and 2 heavy tanks. So he's still probably taking his sweet ass time to get over here. And Big T's got 1 M44 to help him. So he's kind of waiting here. He's going to see if he can get see if he can get that shot on the M6 as it goes by. Unfortunately, I think it's a little too deep. Oni comes around out of nowhere, puts a shell into him, does the shuffle again, denies the Oni. Oh, but he does get hit by the M44. He's down to 58 health. What are you gonna do? Crew's stunned, puts another shell into him. Oni's like, nah, fuck yeah, and he gets away with it. M6 bounces off his ass. M6 after the M44. Big T's not hanging out. He's like, nah, I gotta get out of here. He knows artillery's waiting, and those little buggers reload pretty fast at this level. So he knows M6 is over there somewhere, hiding behind a rock, most likely going after that M44. He's waiting, looking, and he got nothing. M6 moves. Oh, he'd pulled off some outrageously good shots earlier, but now I think RNG says, nah, fuck yeah. Now you're gonna have to rip for your shit. So loads an HE shell. He's dodging. He knows he can probably smell the propellant from them 2 artillery pieces that are currently aiming in on him right now. M6 gets the friendly arty. Leaves Big T with 1 shot on the M6, hopefully to finish him off. Oh, misses him. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Wiggle again. No, wiggle, wiggle. Yes, bounces it. Gets a reload. Comes around. Yes, puts a nice shot into him. Now he's going to hump the rock like his life depends on it. Because it really does. He gets moving. Both arties actually didn't fire, which is surprising. I think they were sitting up there probably pre-aimed at the hill, thinking that maybe if he got lit, he would be there. Both arties fire. Big T's sitting at 4 kills and 4,100 damage. So now he's off. Now he's got to find some artillery guys. I think he has an idea where they're at. Both of them. I mean, yeah, they got decent range, but I think they probably moved up. So he's got a plan. He's got an idea. He's got something going on here. So he's going to head over to the 890 line. Because typically, artillery at this point usually hides along that bottom K line. So he's going to check out what's going on. Now, in mind, he's only got 58 hit points. This is not something that he can screw around with. Either one of those tanks can kill him fairly easily, especially if they're together. Oh, he finds the M44, comes up the top, and apparently neither one of them have 6th sense because they absolutely totally missed him. M44, instead of waiting for him to pop, decides to hide behind the dead corpse, and now it's going to be Big T's turn to play hello, how are you? Waits for it to aim, boom. 4,600 damage, and he was pissed that he didn't get the ace tanker. But hey, we can't have everything. So yeah, high caliber, Top Gun, all that good horse shit. So great game, Big T. And I got another one of his coming up here too, so stick around and take a look at it.